Hey, hey, hey.
Hello. Let's move this a little bit.
It's such a beautiful day.
It is, and I'm inside talking to you when I should be outside laying
We're
at my
recording
pool.
early because I have to go to Columbus tonight. And
Wait, what are you going for again? I feel like you may have told me, but
this evening is the dean's dinner at Ohio State. So the dean of the College of Agriculture hosts a dinner every year. Don't ask me what we're invited, but Bill's probably invited. Mm-hmm. And we go to the dinner, and Campbell's going with us because she leaves tomorrow for Atlanta, Georgia with Ohio 4-H.
And what is she doing there?
So this is a new program. So Campbell is a Roth Leadership Academy member. They selected 25 kids from across the country. So another neat opportunity through Ohio and really national 4-H. And so this is their kickoff institute. So she's going to meet these kids from across the country. Cool. And I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to leadership train them. I'm actually really looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
I'm sure it's going to be a lot of public speaking and just explaining the program. And it comes with a substantial scholarship.
Really?
So,
And they're paying for everything.
They pay for travel. Yeah. So that's nice. So she's doing that. So,
that's
and then
exciting.
8th graders, we just graduated. We had graduation last night.
Can we talk?
30 minutes.
Which is great, but go ahead and finish what you were going to say.
I was just going to say they graduated.
Right, and then they're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, this is their celebratory trip is what I said. They're going to Washington, D.C. and Pennsylvania.
Which this was Liv's favorite thing last year. Mm-hmm. She enjoyed it so much. And our kids last year was the first year back after COVID that they were able to bring this trip back. It's such a great trip for the kids. But I was having this conversation yesterday with someone, I'm sorry, but up until high school, I think graduations are stupid. And I hate that there is.
It's too much.
Do you know that? So Joey is switching elementary schools this year because.
Do they have a graduation?
They don't. They have a clap
Promotion.
out. They have a clap out.
That's
nice. That is okay. I'm okay with the clap out. And even then, when you go from elementary to middle school, there's a clap out. It's not an actual graduation.
Good.
I think that is fine. But I find 8th grade graduation to be odd. I'm sorry.
It's very strange.
Was there any risk of your child not graduating? And guess what? If they don't pass out of the 8th grade, they're going to take it again. It's not like high school where you don't pass, you're done. You don't oops, you know what I mean?
Well,
I guess you could go back and
high school
get
graduation,
your
big
GED.
deal.
High school graduation, big deal. And
that might be the end for some kids. Well, and everybody's going to graduate high school.
Everyone, you hope.
Or get your GED.
Right.
We hope.
But I remember when my brother graduated high school, he was like, this is the first of many graduations for me. And it was. He ended up going
Which one's this? The doctor?
No, actually, it was Ryan.
Ryan.
And he has a master's degree. He definitely, I am the only one that doesn't have anything past a college degree in my family, which is pretty impressive, I guess. I have a bachelor's and that's it. You're
not going to go for your PhD?
I don't think
your
that
PhD,
I need
Danna.
it. I don't think I need it working with the job that I have right now. I do actually. This is the first time that I've really utilized my college degree.
The first time? You didn't use it in banking?
I never felt like I needed. I never felt like I had my degree's in business management, and I never felt like anybody could have done that. I don't think I learned anything. Not that anybody couldn't do my job now, but I feel. Let's be honest here. Anybody could figure it out, but I feel like I'm good at multitasking and doing different things at different times. But. So I don't know that I'm really utilizing it. It just sounds like I am because I'm helping to manage a business. So I don't know. But I find that high school should be your first graduation.
Yeah, I feel like there's just a lot of them. Now, it was neat if you call it a recognition. So they had speakers. You could not hear them. It was this was what every kid needs, public speaking 101. And I can't even... It was the microphone was over here and you just could not hear them. And I'm like, these kids worked hard on their speeches and you just couldn't hear it.
Jack spoke last year, didn't he?
He did.
I do remember that.
They had one boy and one girl speak each year. And so I'm sure what they had to say was lovely,
but you
couldn't hear them. And so I really wanted the principal to go up and move
and you would
the
have
microphone over.
She would have.
I don't know. Anyways, but that was the interesting part. The worst part was the gentleman behind us who decided to answer the phone that rang with not on silent and proceed to talk on speakerphone.
No.
I'm not kidding.
People are legitimately appalling.
Does he know he's on speakerphone? I'm thinking he's like my dad and it's connected to his hearing aids and he just doesn't know it's on speaker. Oh no, he knew. And it was one of those things he couldn't turn around. But like, why did he answer? And why did he continue to talk?
And nothing could have
through
been.
the whole girl
Get up
speech.
and walk out. Get up and walk out.
It was a little rough.
If it's that important that you need to take the call, you need to get up and walk out.
So that was interesting. But, and then something else was funny. We were talking, so once they had all the honor students stand up, they recognized 6 people who had straight A's.
Which, my Sam is devastated because has been his goal for all of middle school. And the very first quarter, he got 1 B. So he ruined it and he hasn't gotten a B since, but it's done. Go on.
That is an honor.
It is. It's a big deal.
But I also think it probably depends on what classes you take.
Sure. Like, how were you in all honors classes? Were you know what I mean? Like,
but it is nice that they recognize that. They recommend.
Jack got that last year too.
Jack did get that last year.
That was another thing Liv missed out on, like literally 1 B in all of middle school.
Campbell was not here. Like, she actually did get it at Liberty Union for her straight A's, 4.0, whatever. And so they had all the sports stand, which was nice. But Parker said they had them all up on the stage. It was dark. So you could not even see anybody in the back row. Like, you couldn't even see past the first 2 rows.
Right.
And you couldn't hear, like, back there. So when they kept calling, like, the speakers,
yet another reason why this
hear.
entire thing was useless. I'm sorry.
Very lovely,
I don't
very
think
nice.
it's necessary.
Probably not.
Do a clap out. Do, something like that.
Today they go to the high school to tour.
That's exciting.
Tomorrow they leave for DC. So that's going to be a really fun trip. And I'm very appreciative of them putting on this. And really, like, kudos to them for making it 30 minutes. So that was quick, painless. Then we went to dinner today. When you hear this tomorrow, but Sam turns 19 today. So happy birthday
exciting.
to our Sam. Very exciting. He's on his 2nd day of his internship at Rockwell Automation.
How did he like yesterday?
Well, you know how the first day of work goes at any job.
You're not doing anything.
You do paperwork.
Right.
And that's it. He got a computer. He filled out some paperwork. He's waiting on his assignments. He looked really good though. So we celebrated his birthday and Parker's graduation, and I just had a really nice family dinner last night. And
that's awesome.
It was good. Yeah, it was a nice time.
That's great. So Sam was just telling me, speaking of like middle school and going to the next school, Joey is actually touring his elementary school today. It's very exciting.
Because he moves to the big kid elementary.
Moves to the big kid.
You move back to the close elementary.
Correct, which I'm very happy about because it's 20 seconds from our house. But so, our school district does K through 2 in one grade, in one school, 3 through 5 in another, 6, 7, and 8 is middle school, and then 9 through 12 is high school. And so Joey is moving to the next elementary school. So he's touring it today. And it's funny because there's actually a parent meeting for, if you have questions regarding your child going to Lindsay. And I'm like, I'm not going to that. I've had 2 kids.
Enough.
It's not my first rodeo. But Sam got to be he's a student ambassador for the middle school. So he got to tour the 5th graders that are coming up to the middle school this year. He toured them last week, end of last week. And he said, he was just telling me today that they were asking him like what the homework load is like. And he totally was a stinker. And he was like, well, you have about 3 worksheets per class, 7 classes. That's 21 worksheets per night.
Sounds like Sam.
And he said these kids about panicked. Like
their eyes got big.
They were so nervous because, it's so scary going to a new school at that age. And they were, he then said I was joking, but he got he thought he was like the funniest thing ever. He was just
Sam
cracking
is pretty
himself
funny.
up. I was like, oh, you're so sorry.
Well, Campbell wanted to know
so lame.
who was giving the tour of the high school. And I said, I honestly don't know.
She's like,
because none of them got asked to help. And so she's like, I don't know. Wasn't class officers? Maybe it was different student council members? I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, she was curious. She really wanted to get out of Spanish, basically.
So she was trying to not have that.
Yeah. So she was happy to volunteer.
Is that
to
the
get
class we've been collecting pop tabs for? Which that's like another thing that drives me nuts. Like,
that's a good cause, though. The Ronald McDonald
it's a fine
House
cause.
pays a lot of their electric with those.
Are you kidding me? We should
but
be
it's for
collecting,
a cheat sheet.
Correct. And that's where I have a problem. We should be collecting pop tabs year-round for Ronald McDonald House. I have no problem with that. What I have a problem with is this teacher told these kids that if you bring in 10 pop tabs, you get a note card cheat sheet for finals. And I am sorry, like, you cannot tell me, well, okay, wait. As I'm saying this, I might be regressing a little bit.
I don't mind too much.
So the reason I was going to say is you can't tell me that these kids are learning anything if they're just writing it all down. But actually, you do learn when you're writing down. So I guess I could see some
That's okay. On the last biology test that Campbell, your quiz didn't do so well on, Jack's like, that's okay. I looked up all the answers on my computer.
Like,
but then the worst part was that Campbell's like, I did too.
I'm like,
you didn't do a real good job of cheating there, girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess at this point in the year, like, everyone's just done. Liv doesn't even have exams on Tuesday. She doesn't even have to go to school.
She has one on Tuesday and she's done.
Oh, Campbell doesn't have any the rest of the week?
She goes Tuesday, she takes her Spanish, and then she's finished.
She doesn't have any
Hers
Wednesday
are already
Thursday?
done.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so hers
she
is
had
better
final
than
projects.
Liv.
And
Hers is better than Liv because Liv has to go for like one exam each day, Wednesday and Thursday.
And then they have to play in the graduation band.
Right.
Wednesday night. So our school graduates on a weeknight, which is interesting.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I guess get it done. Get these kids out of here.
Yeah, and then that is.
And then summer. Let's start summer.
I'm so ready for it. We have our last volleyball tournament this weekend. We're going to Pittsburgh, and I cannot wait to be done. Like, I'm just so excited. Football finished this past
Pittsburgh,
weekend.
yeah, that's quite the haul.
It's like 2 hours, not bad. But it's just actually, to be honest, it's just as far as Columbus is for us.
Yeah.
So it's really not bad. It's just it's a holiday weekend. It's Memorial Day.
She wants to sit by her pool.
I sure do. I don't even know what the weather's going to be like, but it's not the point. I don't want to go to Pittsburgh.
We had to pull out the fans in the barn because it's getting toasty.
The high today is like 89.
When I get off this call, I'm going straight to the barn to turn on the fans.
This is where our lives
for my pigs, my chickens, and my rabbits. Let me tell you the new low that I've accomplished in life. You're really going to appreciate this one. So animals, I miscalculated. Actually, I didn't miscalculate. Our rabbits didn't breed. We have to be turned around so fast to breed for the Geauga County Fair. So now I have to wean these does, female rabbit. So I'm day weaning them. So I'm taking them out during the day and then putting them back in. And these little rabbits, I sent Danna a video, they like cluster feed on their mom. They like miss their milk so much that they're like attacking their mother. So I'm pulling these rabbits out, putting them back in, pulling them out. I'm checking rabbit udders. This is where I've come to in my life. To make sure. I
just don't know why we're friends.
To make sure that these does are not going to get mastitis, and I need them to stop nursing so that I can rebreed them. This is where I've come to.
Basically, it's a rabbit mill, like a puppy mill.
It's a rabbit mill. We're now official rabbit mill owners because
this doesn't sound good.
Well, because they didn't breed. So I'm like a week off, and so I shouldn't be weaning right now, and I've got to turn around and breed them again for the county fair. So I've got a real rabbit situation.
I don't get
My
it.
problems.
I don't get any of it. I really don't. I don't understand, like, why.
So they can show at the fair.
For what?
Their meat pen of rabbits.
Long term, what is this gaining? I need to know.
Listen, my kids understand reproduction. Let me tell you.
They definitely do. They
understand reproduction. And when my husband comes to the barn and he's like, what in the world with all these rabbits?
I literally, I think 3 times this week I've looked at your husband and said, bit off a little more than you could chew, did ya?
But listen to what I did for the first time this week. I went turkey hunting without a gun.
So you just went and sat.
I had to sit in the blind, which is cool. I will say this blind that they researched and got, it's a blind, like it's camo. You get inside, you can see everywhere out of it.
But they can't see
you.
Right.
So we're sitting there. I've got my coffee. We're in there. And Parker's telling me my outfit that my husband bought me is too loud. He says when I walk, it's too loud. Meanwhile,
it swishes.
Yeah, it swishes a little. I don't even know what brand it is, but it costs way too much money. It does kind of look cute. So I do have a good outfit.
It definitely
But I went
does
hunting
not.
without a gun.
I
got the binoculars because I'm the person that's supposed to be like on the lookout. No, we have guns. Like we have a gun. I just didn't get one because like, do 3 people in one blind need a gun?
And wait, the best part is, were any turkeys shot?
No. We saw 1 tom and 1 hen. And let me tell you, he was nice looking. He was big. He was so pretty. I'm like, oh man, Parker, that'd be a good picture. Because turkey season is coming to a close up here. There's a 5-county region in Northeast Ohio that has a different hunting season for turkeys than the rest of Ohio. Anyway, so then they send me out.
What happens if you hunt in the off season? Is it illegal?
Illegal.
That's what I thought. I'm genuinely asking.
Yeah, so we actually have
not a hunting family. Tom used to hunt with his grandfather when he was a kid.
You need to hunt in season.
But the only thing I know about is like fishing license.
Yeah.
Like I don't know anything about.
So, yes, you have to hunt in season. But we, however, because we are a farm, we have a nuisance permits for deer because of our crops, because of strawberries. So we could kill deer. Now, you can't keep the meat. You can't keep the deer have dropped their antlers anyway. But even if you killed a big buck and it had the antlers, you can't keep it out of season. Correct.
Right.
But we saw 2 turkeys. So then they sent me out to like walk out and around to try to get this turkey to turn. and come towards them because we could see it, but he was way too far away. We needed to push him. So I said, if I get attacked by a group of Canada geese because there was a goose and her babies.
Why have we had so many geese at the market lately?
Oh, I'll tell you why. Because the one has a broken leg.
There's a lot of geese lately.
And we never have had
geese
them.
Bring? Goose poop.
Yeah, it's
all
not good.
over.
We have one that has a broken leg. So we need to call the game warden and discuss what we're supposed to do with her.
Or could you take it to, what do you call?
Do you want to catch the goose? No. Because I don't want to catch a Canada goose.
I feel like you're
They're
good
not
at catching
friendly.
your ducks.
So when
and your
I went in
chickens.
to like cross, I'm like, oh my gosh, there is a mother goose, Canada goose, and her babies. I'm going to get attacked by a Canada goose.
They are mean.
They are mean. But I didn't, when I moved, the turkey didn't go the right way. And so it didn't work. So no turkey.
Oh, I just clicked the wrong thing.
But I looked good in my outfit.
Well, that's important. That's like kind of how I do skiing.
Yeah. It's like me. In your ski season.
I don't really like skiing. I don't really like this
I thought
actual
it was
going down
nice.
the hill, but I look
fun.
cute.
I was with
like
Parker
I know what
and
I'm
Bill. It was a fine time.
doing. But what time of day was this at?
We got there too late. We should have gotten there before 6. We got there.
That's why this
6.
is not an appropriate thing.
Yeah, and so I could have done a lot of other things from
Right.
6 to 9:30.
Right, like your day is.
But we did have a really beautiful time in nature.
Okay.
It was great.
Okay.
So
whatever. You're not convincing me. I don't get it.
okay.
I don't know. So I'm very excited. So we are almost done with volleyball this weekend, and then next weekend my little brother is getting married down in Columbus.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Kelsey and Adam.
Yep.
Gonna
Very
tie
exciting.
the knot.
Yep. And after that weekend, I have nothing. Like, I have nothing. Like, Liv has volleyball every day in the summer, like for 2 hours through school. Like, but like it's
Every
strange.
day, Monday through Friday,
They go Monday through Friday.
all through the summer.
They start the school ends next Thursday. They start Monday morning. I think it's like 8 to 10 for the first 2 weeks, and then 3 to 5 the rest of the summer.
I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, football goes all summer too.
My
which
favorite
I don't
is that
get that either.
It's optional.
It's not optional if you want to
because-
play.
Correct. Because OHSAA says that you cannot coach a child in an off season, and season doesn't start until August 1st. So up until August 1st, these are all optional open gyms. The coaches will be there. They're not allowed to physically coach. The coaches will be there. And if you don't think they're watching.
Yeah, this is like, what
it's like
happened
you don't
to
have a
families
choice.
having summer?
Well, and so like, it's like an issue. Like we take a summer vacation every year. Like, so the last week of July, we are going to Marco Island, and all 3 of my kids have their birthdays in July. So like July is our month. Like we always take our summer vacation. And, you know, Liv is now at the point where she's, especially this year, she knows she like will make a spot on a team. She's pretty confident she will. So like missing a week is fine when she's gone every day for the rest of the summer. But like before she made teams, like last year, she was freaking out. She was like, I can't miss at all. She missed. We went on vacation.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard decision. You want to have well-rounded kids. Basketball, winter sport, they still have things.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They've got a couple tournaments. So you got to pick and choose. I mean, I don't know what the right answer is, but
No, I know. I mean, she'll miss the week that we're on vacation, but the rest of the time, and she'll miss like one day. We're going down to Columbus for a concert, so she'll miss that one day. But like,
what concert are you going to?
we're going to a Zach Bryan concert. We're super excited. I might
That'll
be
be
more
fun.
excited than her. No, she's more excited than
I
me.
would say she's pretty excited.
She's pretty pumped, but
Does she have her country concert outfit picked
she
out?
does. So I had bought her a dress for my brother's fiance's shower, and the dress was a little more money than I normally would spend on her. So I told her she has to wear it for literally like everything in the near future that she can wear it to. So she's already worn it she wore it to the shower. She wore it to Joey's first communion. She will wear it to the concert. She will wear it when we go to Marco Island. But it is a really cute summer dress.
It is very
with
cute.
like a cowboy
Didn't she
hat
get
and
her
little
boots too?
I found her boots at Nordstrom Rack for $8.
Yeah.
$8. It was the buy of the century. I'm so excited. I'm not going to dress like country, but
Oh, you're not.
I mean, I'll wear shorts and a cute shirt.
I've got a hat you could borrow. I've got my country concert hat.
No, and I don't want to borrow your hats are like expensive hats.
No, I actually have a country concert hat.
Oh, well then maybe
I'll
I
show
would,
you
but
that
I don't
one.
know that. So to me, Zach Bryan is not super country,
I
but
feel like he's country.
But he is the headliner of this like music festival, and the festival, like Billy Strings, if you're familiar, like he's more like folky type of singing. So it is, I guess, a little bit more of a country.
Yeah, I think so. But I do have one. You can take a look at it.
Country music festival.
It's a country concert.
It's at the shoot.
The stadium.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. But yeah.
It will be fun. And it's a country concert because Danna loves country music.
I do now. But only new country music. I don't like that old stuff.
Have a great week. Until next time, we're Mismatched.
Have a good week.